Gavin, it's quite a contrast defensively to Saturday, a 6-1 defeat here. How on earth do you assess that?
Well, it's difficult. You can't assess it now. You've got to go away and use the technology that's available to us to have a look at the videos and what the analytics come back as. Quite clearly, as an understatement, it's a really, really poor night. Littered with individual mistakes and goals that I didn't see coming. But we're all accountable. It's not throw the players under the bus and look at what and sort of come at them. I've said it before. I've got to go away and look at exactly what I've done today, tonight, in preparation for this game, and I know my management team will do the same. But it's very important that the players do exactly the same that we do and feel exactly the same. And sometimes players don't tend to do that. They tend to go away and look for excuses, and I've just told them now, I don't want them to do that. I want them to come out and learn from these experiences, which will only improve them. Look, I said it on Saturday and I'll say it now. Our supporters tonight, under those circumstances, this is why they're the best in the league, without a shadow of a doubt. I felt very humble at the end then, because I feel I've completely and utterly let them down tonight. There's no way that result should be happening. I look at our side tonight and I think it's unrecognisable. I realise that Slough had a good night and thoroughly deserved what they've got. They ran harder, they were out-fought us, and they brought the quality when they needed to. So you can't argue with that at all. You can't argue with the result. But for our supporters to still be there at the end, doing what they do, and doing what they do very, very well, was very humbling. So it's a massive positive from the night in respect of it. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the pitch; it was off it. But I'd like to apologise, because that performance is absolutely nowhere near where we've been.
You mentioned players needing to go away and look at the match retrospectively. That said, given the number of duels lost and the number of mistakes, it must be hard as a management team to legislate for that.
Oh, so yeah, there are some parts of it where you just can't legislate for it. You just can't. You just look at it and you just think, I'm powerless to do anything in respect of what's gone on in that moment. What I'm not powerless to do is to change things, to analyse where we might have gone wrong in respect of formation, and team selection and stuff like that. So I won't. There were clearly aspects of it where you're scratching your head, because you think you don't see those sorts of things coming. But we will also have to look at, as a collective group, what we've done, and whether that's contributed to it, and that's what we'll do, because I've never had a result like that in my managerial career, to be honest with you. So I have to take that on the chin, and get on with it.
The game obviously completely changed with 3 quick-fire Slough goals towards the end of the second half. Is it fair to say that we were in the ascendancy after we'd equalised?
I just said that to the guys, actually. We didn't start very well, and we gave away a very, very poor goal, which was the first of many. How the guys got to that position, it should never be happening. And then we've scored, and we've looked in the ascendancy. We've looked the more comfortable side. There's not a lot in it. I'm not saying that we were in complete control. And then a mad 5 minutes kills a game. Kills it. That's what it does. It kills it. And you can either go one way in these games. You dig in and you do the things to at least keep it there, or as we saw, another one just after half time, and then one near the end. Very, very similar goals, all scored in a very similar way when you look at it. So it must mean that it can't be right. It cannot be right. So we have to we've taken the chin and analyse and get on with it. I'm determined, massively determined, that something like that will never happen again. This is a level that finds you out, and when you're below par, and let's be honest, we had an extremely poor day, and Slough probably had a very good day at the office, then you see how wide the margins can be.
Is it fair to say the squad is still gelling even at this stage?
Yeah, of course it is, and I've been saying that for a few weeks, but gelling or not, you look at that tonight and you just think that's outfought, outrun, by a team that was probably trying to pick themselves up after a loss on Saturday, and we're sort of coming in from a win, and you know, whether complacency, and I think I made reference to it in my programme notes, that complacency won't set in. Well, unfortunately, that's what I might have seen tonight. I might have seen a team that's walked in here and thinking, well, okay, you know, we won Saturday, so, you know, we're at home, and that's what should happen tonight. And we've had a complete and utter punch on the nose.
Far easier said than done, but we did prove our ability to bounce back at times last season. Mine goes back to the Lewis result and Carshalton to an extent here. Is it a case of just hard work? Is it a case of getting the players to review the game? I mean, we've got 2 games obviously coming up in quick succession. It's the best possible opportunity.
Well, it is, but it also means that we won't get them in training on Thursday. We'll train on the way down, so there will be a training session before we play Truro. You know, I've got to bounce back is what I'll be asking from them. Of course, you know, it's part of your managerial nonsense sometimes that you talk about, you know, bounce back ability and all these types of words. You know, the facts are that results like that don't happen
In a vacuum.
Fluke. They're not fluke results. You know, something's gone horribly wrong today, and we can look at the obvious where littered with individual errors. But as I say, you know, it might run a lot deeper than that. So we've learnt a big lesson tonight. Slough thoroughly deserved it, and that's not a big thing for me to say, but when I look at the 2 sides, are they that far ahead? Should they be that far ahead of us? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we've had a poor day, and we have to lick our wounds and pick up the pieces. I can't go away and feel sorry for me. That's not what I've got to do. I've got to look at it and go, why has that actually happened? Why has that actually happened? Is it just simple as individual errors? Were we set up right? Did we ask them to do the right things? And you know, we're all accountable for that result. I won't be out here throwing the players under the bus.
See you Saturday. Thank you, Gavin.
Cheers.